Python 3.14. That's true, we're gonna do that. What I'm saying is that I don't want to just be talking, so let me think of something what we're gonna do today. And what I'm thinking of that, I think what you should do is that you should subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments, because the more people subscribe, the more the algorithm sends it out to more viewers. Those viewers can watch this growing community and post tips and tricks or requests, which I'll research and then I'll share with everyone. Everything is always shared here. All right, now I also like to thank everybody who subscribed so far this month. We're making really good progress. Keep it up, and thank you again. Okay, now I think I know what I want to title this. Let me title this. You know what? I like this title. No, you know what? I like this title. So I'm going to use this title. Go to the intro, change that intro to ComfyUI Fedora 43 guide. I like that one better. Okay, now as you can see, I finally resolved the webcam. It looks like, even though I thought I fixed it yesterday, what happened is I had to reset it again today, but I think now it should be fine going forward, so that should be good. All right, so I don't have an article for this because clearly we didn't do anything with Python related or AMD Instinct Mi60 related, or even ComfyUI related, because I think I haven't done one for a while. So basically what I decided to do is I just went to search here and I just typed in ComfyUI. Let's spell that right, ComfyUI. Hope that's what I read. And then here there's a bunch of articles about ComfyUI. So I was thinking, which one should I pick? I was going to pick this one, how to reinstall it, but this one was this reinstall was the same. I know, basically follow the instructions. Then I liked this one here, so this is the one we're gonna do. Oh, by the way, this one came up. This topic did really horribly. Oh my goodness. So I want to talk about the Critter topic here. So basically, I installed the Critter plugin, and I had trouble with it, so I used the Flatpak version, and I finally got it working. But the video version did really bad. In fact, it did so badly that since I started posting on YouTube again, there were times when I restarted posting where I would not get views for a while. This is how bad this one is. This is probably my lowest rated video ever. Even when I was getting 0 for about a week or two, eventually it would get up, but this one was really bad. So I learned I don't know, so no more Critter stuff. Critter has been removed. No more Critter stuff. However, this is the one we're going to do here. So we'll go here. I'm not going to bore you with this tutorial because this was actually, as you can see, this is quite a while ago. But the important thing about this one here was I was comparing ROCm 6.2, which is the last official version that supported the AMD supported the AMD Instinct Mi60. And then for 6.4 ROCm, officially AMD doesn't support it, but what AMD did was basically just remove the tensor file. So if you install ROCm 6.4 and you put back the tensor files, you can grab the tensor files obviously from 6.3 or from somewhere else. Most people take them from Arch Linux. It will still perfectly work. Now the problem with 6.4 is if you use a Python virtual environment, if you put in 6.4, it's not going to work because the tensor files will be missing. I said you can easily add them back, but the problem with Fedora 43, which I'm using, is that it comes with ROCm 6.4. It does come with the tensor files. However, applications like ComfyUI, they look at the official support. Oh, that's not officially supported. So I can't use the wheels. I'm trying to say the Python wheels. But so I was thinking, if I'm able to use, it picks up the ROCm, the distro package. I was thinking, can I use all, because Fedora has basically all the Python packages, and obviously they'll be faster because the system one, they'll take up less space instead of having wheels, which are more generic. So I was thinking, can I actually do that? And the answer is yes, you can, and I'm going to show you guys. So I basically installed all the Python packages for 6.4. There's only one that's a little bit of a problem, and I'll explain to you how I resolve that, or how I will resolve it. So as you can see, this information is still correct. Basically, I have a Ryzen 5 1600 GT, 6 cores, 12 threads, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, and there's only 24 usable because 4 gigs of this is taken up by the integrated graphics. Another 4 gig is taken up by something called ZRAM. So the ZRAM is used for what do you call it? I want to say cache. It's not cache. It's oh my goodness. Why do I keep on forgetting this name? It's gonna drive me crazy. Hopefully, yeah. So it's taken up by this swap. It's taken by the swap space. So as you can see here, this is the CPU. So it's taken up by the swap space here. I'll make this a little bit smaller so people who are on the vertical screens are watching this right now. Yeah, so it's taken up by the swap space. So it's only about 24 gigs usable, but it's not really true again because, for example, right now I'm using not ComfyUI. I'm using OBS. Obviously, going to be ComfyUI as well. So it's probably even less than. It's most likely about 21 really. And obviously, I have this AMD Instinct, the dedicated GPU, which has 32 gigs of HBM2 memory. This is a nice card, but it's older, so it doesn't support floating point 8 and floating point 4. Most of the newer consumer grade GPUs, they support them. This one does not. So when I'm running ComfyUI, some people tell, oh, just use a floating point 8 model. No, it's going to be extremely slow because it's going to have to convert all of them to F32, which is taking a while. So I'm actually better off getting quantized models like Q8 because the GPU does natively support obviously FP64, FP32, and FP16 and Q8. Integer 8. Integer 8 is obviously the fast. Now it doesn't support stuff like the matrix. Those are the newest one that support that, but everything else it does support. So meaning that if I get a quantized model that's Q8, it's actually going to fly on this GPU. So that's what this tutorial is going to be about today as well. Now, with this particular article, it was comparing 43 and 42. For 42, I used DistroBox. One of the people in the tech rants was asking about how to support. I think this person was on Windows. They were asking. They actually dual boot to Linux Mint just so they can run stuff like. So I told them if you're able to use Podman, and I told them they can use like Podman desktop. You can basically just set it up that way, and you can run say Fedora 42, which comes with ROCm 6.3. Then your GPU will be supported. Obviously, they can run 43 as well. So the reason I prefer running Fedora is because Fedora obviously supports the packages, but the bonus is you can just install only these packages. If you get the official one from AMD, it's huge. It's like over 50 gigs. So if you have space, that's fine. But I didn't feel like doing that, and I prefer just installing only what I need. Okay, and then so we're going to test this Z-Turbo image, and we're also going to test the Wan 2.1. I'll talk about that later as well. So everything we're doing today is free and open source. We're not going to use any proprietary models, or we're not going to use any proprietary software. Everything's going to be free and open source. So if this is my particular GPU, as I said, it's an AMD Instinct Mi60. This is its compute capabilities. I already talked about it. So at FP64, it runs at 7.4 teraflops. At FP32, which is full, this is double, this is full, it runs at 14.7, so basically about double that. And then at FP16, it's basically another double, teraflops, 29.5. And then at BF16, this is the fastest, but my GPU doesn't support this. However, it can easily, most of this is not really BF16, most of it is probably F16 as a mixture, so this will still be much faster than this one. For example, FP18, I avoid this one. There's no support at all, and does support integer 8. You can see 59 tops. This will actually be way faster. And then obviously, so what I usually do is I look for Q8 models. I've tried Q6 and Q4. What I found was that the Q8s are always the fastest. Then after that, it's FP16, and after barely faster than Q4. So what I usually do is, if an FP16 model can fit in the GPU, I'll go grab that one. If not, I will look for Q8 or I'll look for Q4. Okay, and here it says here integer 8 can be slower for video models. Although integer 8 offers high theoretical performance, the Mi16 lacks the modern matrix acceleration. For video generation and complex diffusion pipelines, integer 8 can actually increase the memory movement and reduce the effective throughput compared to FP16 and BF16. So this is why, like, if the model is small enough, I'm better off getting FP16 or even BF16. Okay, so the rest of this other stuff, yeah, we're not going to use DistroBox, but this is instructions to use DistroBox. If you're watching from a podcast, you can use that one. And I did a full video for this one before, and I'll show you after the screenshots. Right here, this was the video we did, ROCm. There's another one, obviously. I don't know if I did one for the tech rants, but if not, I'll put one up probably today, because I know everything. Yeah, so I did one for, yeah, so I already did a night stream, so as well I did an actual speed test as well. So I'm not going to add another video here again. This video, I guess, will just be exclusive, a social media exclusive. So this video is going to be a social media exclusive, or I might add it somewhere later, which is kind of weird. All right, and then what else do we have in here? Okay, some links. So I think I'll just stop somewhere here. I'll stop somewhere here. Okay, that's fine. All right, now before we begin, let me get over all the. I'm gonna go through all the stuff that you're gonna need to follow on to this tutorial. So from ComfyUI, I went to this. ComfyUI from Hugging Face. I went here and I went to ComfyUI _ repackage. So basically what you do is you see this the containerization as well. So you just go to files and you can get the split files, I believe it's here. Yeah. So here you see there's LoRa's, there's VAE. So you need, so we're grabbing this one, the WAN 2.1 VAE. You need that one. You see the size is pretty small, it's 254. Now there's other files in here. How do I go back? How do I go back here? Split files. So we don't need a LoRa. Oh, text encoders. Let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. So you see here they have FP8. People are telling me to take FP8. So even if FP8 is 6.4, my GPU is big enough, so I'll definitely take the FP16, because this is going to be extremely really slow, even if it's just now these are text encoders, so this is probably not going to be, it doesn't spend too much time on text encoder, so for my GPU it probably won't make too much of a difference. So here I could probably save this space and just grab this 6.4, the FP8 one. So you have to be mindful how much memory you have as well. So the other thing is the models, yeah, the diffusion models. So diffusion models here, there's this one here, this is the Fun. This is the one we're gonna fool around with today. This is the one I got. This is BF16. That's perfectly fine. There's also this one. You can grab this one, which is just the normal one. You can grab that as well. It's pretty small. It's 2.84 gigabytes. So you can grab that one, and this is the base one as well. It's a little bit bigger. So that way you'll be able, so this model is actually a fun little model to use. It's small enough, so it should be able to run on basically any GPU. I think even like a 6 gig. You can even squeeze it out on 4 gigs as well. So that's why it's a fun model as well. The other thing is, you see, you can also get the GGUF ones, those quantized models. You can see 2-bit, 3-bit. I usually stick to 4-bit here, and there's different versions of 4-bit. The one I usually prefer is the KM. This one here, which is it's a medium between quality and speed. So obviously, if you get the S1 or whatever, those will be much faster. But you know, there's there could be significant quality loss. So I picked that one. Now we can see there for this one they kind of get really big very quickly, so just be careful depending on what which one you have. See, they all have all the way up to 32 bit as well. So let's go check them out here. So just click on GGF. Where's the files? You go to files, and then you download them here as well. As you can see here, the one you look for one. We're looking for the. You click on load more. So we look for load more. So this is the bigger model. You look for the 1.3B. So this is it says 14B. Those are pretty big, as you can see. So we're looking for something like this 1.3. Let's see what else is 1.3 down here. Yeah, so this one also has the VAEs, so you can grab them, and they also have a. So this one would be perfect for me. This one here, FP32 and FP16. So this is the one I believe I have. And yeah, so you can get the GGF ones. You see the GGF are much smaller. You can grab them here, and yeah, so you can just grab them here. Or a better way is if you want to split them up. If you go back here, and for example, I wanted what did I say, 4-bit. So if I click 4-bit, something like this, you see I can download the. This one is the 14B one, so I would not get down, but you get the point. So I'm saying is they're all there as well. And then the other one here is another Hugging Face one. This is for the inference as well, so you can grab this as well if you do need that one. And then finally, I also went to Civic AI. This one, I think I should actually put it. This one is actually a fun one. I'm going to actually take this one and I'm going to put it in the browser. Let me see here. Where is the browser? Properties? Yes, properties. I'm gonna put it there so you guys can see it. Everybody can see this one. I'm gonna. So there we go. So I'm gonna interact here. So this is Civic AI. Oh, I should interact with it. Yeah, there we go. I want to interact with it. So this is Civic AI, and as you can see, you can pick so many things in the search here. I just typed Wan 2.1 Fun Inpaint, 1.3 of course, and you can see there's several ones. You can see there's demos. You can go and download. I'd actually downloaded one of these ones as well, and that's the one I'm actually using. You see there's several different times. So all for 2.1, 1.3B. So you can see that you can get the poses and sample videos as well. The ones to use, for example, the pose here, you can use those as well, and I'll show you how all this works. I'll explain all of this when we get to ComfyUI. So there you go. If you're watching on a... Oh, I just realized something. What is that? How do I get rid of this? X and minimize that. Wow, that actually looks pretty nice. How did that work? Really well. Okay. Oh, okay. It's okay. So there we go. So this is Civic UI. You can simply go, and I said the same thing. So I've already done this. So I'm going to stop this. So I'm going to put this guy here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to see if I can put it right there so people on the vertical screen can see what's going on. Yeah, there we go. All right. So one of the things is so I'm going to prove to you guys that I installed all the Python. Let me actually zoom in here. I'm going to actually clean this up as well. So if I do DNF search and I type something like torch, okay, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. So you can see here in Fedora they have, like, you see there's Python torch here. They have the Python safe tensors. See touch text. They have the odd vision. So all these packages are in diff equivalent, touch SDE. So all these packages are in the Fedora repositories, meaning that you normally when the requirements, all the audio and all this stuff, all this are you see the PyTorch AI/ML machine language framework. So all these packages are Fedora packages them, and the good thing is they package them for Python 3.4. Now, if you guys don't know, Python 3.4 is still kind of new, There's still some packages, like I'll explain one of those packages which hasn't been one of those packages which Microsoft promised to actually release in by the end of this month is let me clear this. Is this one here? So if I go DNF search onnx runtime. So this package, for example, onnx runtime. This package, so you can see, because Fedora by default has Python 3.14, so this package is not actually available right now. Microsoft is going to release it. You can grab it nightly, but it's not. I mean, or you can obviously compile it yourself. I'm saying, see, Fedora has this package for me, so you can see then there's ROCm. But this ROCm, although it says it's the runtime backend for the on the package, this doesn't really work, and I'll prove this to you. So I think this is maybe just a placeholder for now. Anyway, so you see it has all these packages as well. So these are usually used for stuff like poses and stuff like that, especially if you install one of those custom nodes. So you might be wondering, why did I do this instead of using like the ComfyUI manager? The reason I did this was because this takes up less space. Now, if you guys don't know, just a little backstory, is when I built this workstation, I purposely was waiting for the memory prices to go down so I could buy bigger, obviously, storage and more RAM, right? So I wasn't too keen on spending too much money on DDR4 because I was like, it's a dead end, right? So I was like, you know what, if it's cheap enough in Black Friday or Boxing Day or Christmas time or whatever, I'll buy. But what happened is the prices went way up, and so it looks like I'm really stuck. When I showed you guys that the system memory I have and everything, looks like I'm going to be stuck there for probably about 2 years. And then the good news for me, or really I'm being sarcastic, is that all the manufacturers say they're going to stop immediately production on DDR4. So what that means is that when the price is actually supposed to be going down, they're actually going to be more expensive. I have an experience with that when DDR2 same thing happened. So it looks like I'll never be able to. This system is going to be stuck with 32 gigs of RAM for its life. However, as I said, so these are the packages here. There's a bunch of other packages too. So I basically installed all of them using I just installed them using Python. And then what I did was, in order to obviously ROCm as well. So basically, I'm also using I don't have a choice, because when I install Blender, which is ironic, when I install Blender, I think Blender pulls in ROCm. There are a lot of stuff that you install. Fedora, the dependency is ROCm, which is really annoying because I'll explain that in a future video. But the problem is, I don't. That's what I was saying. I don't want to install ROCm twice. One is as a wheel, and because it comes by default by Fedora. Now Fedora does a good job, but obviously ROCm doesn't work on Blender because for this GPU, because they took away the OpenCL. But for the cycles renderer, but you can enable it. Somebody actually has been enabling it, so I can probably do that if I wish, but I rarely use the cycles renderer. Anyways, I wanted to show you that I do have ROCm installed as well. So for example, if I just type ROCm info, you see, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see I do have it here, and it's going to pick up my GPU, which is a GFX here, this one, GFX 906. You see it pick it up. It also picks up the integrated graphics for some reason. Okay, that's fine. And then I can show you some of these commands as well. Let's see, here's a copy. Oops, wrong one here. Let's clear this. So as you can see here, there's two GPUs, GPU 0 and GPU 1. And obviously GPU 0 is the dedicated one, because you see here it says GFX 906. 906. And then GPU 1 is this one here. It's they changed the name. Before it was 90C, and now I don't know, I think they're just calling it the CPU or something. It's a weird name, but okay, that's, oh, here it is, GFX 90C. Yeah, I was right, GFX 90C. All right, and then we have, if you don't know how much RAM you have, if somebody's trying to cheat you, just type in this command and show mem info VRAM. You can see here for the GPU 0, you see it's 32 gigs, and then for the integrated one, it's 4 gigs. Remember, I was telling you that 4 gigs it takes from my my RAM. That's the integrated one, takes up for 4 gig. All right, so now with that, so as usual, when you download, obviously, when you download those models, you put the models into ComfyUI. You just go to the models folder. I'll show you what mine looks like right now. Go to models. You put the, so for example, I believe diffusion models. You can see I have this one. It is an FP6. It's only 3.1 gigs, so that fits in the GPU. So I got that one. And what else do I have here? I had to download some of these other ones for some other stuff I was working on, but yeah. So, and here's the what is this one? 1.2. Oh, this is not the fun one. This is a regular model. It's a 2.8. So it's actually been a little bit smaller. So I was testing this one. It actually works extremely well. I have a tutorial coming up on that one when I'm using stable hyphen diffusion. And then the text encoders, we go here. You can see I have a whole bunch of GGUF versions as well as the regular one. I believe, which is the regular one? This one here. You see this size is 8 gig. Obviously that fits in my GPU. But if you get the, for example, the this one here, you see it's 4 gig. So this one is obviously an FP16 one. And this one you see is basically half the size. So that's another, if you have low RAM and raw VRAM, you can use these ones. And I said these other models, I think these are all for, I don't know what these ones are for. No, I think this models here, for, no, yeah, so this one's up here are for the Z-Image-Turbo, and this one's here I think are for the WAN. Yeah, I think these are the encoders for the RAM. You see this one is a Q4KM. This is the Q8 version. You see it's a little bit bigger, almost not quite double, but yeah, it's bigger. And then we have this one, the FP8. I grabbed the FP8 because I don't know why I grabbed the FP8. I think I was just for testing. And this one as well. I was trying to test the speed. I was trying to get it down as fast as possible. So there we go. And then of course we have UNet. This is where your model should actually go. You can see here, this one is basically, I'm gonna call this a failure with it 2.2. Although for some reason this video I created for 2.2. I was hoping to do another one. That is still a very popular video, but for some reason I'm not able to get decent results with that one. It's actually pretty slow, so I'm gonna probably give up with that one. That's why I went to the 1.3, because I want things as fast as possible. And you see this one, it's 1 gig. You see that? It's the K4M, so this should fit basically even in RAM. If you're just using RAM, of course it'll be slow if you don't have a GPU. And then this one is the Q8 version, and then we have the Z Turbo as well. You see the Turbo one, I have the 4KM, and I have the Q8 as well here. Try LX2. I actually was gonna do that, but a lot of people, so somebody actually beat me to it. Somebody actually came up with a video literally just yesterday for what do you call it, with a GGUF version. So they beat me to it. So yeah, they beat me to it. They actually created one yesterday. So however, when I tried to, I was having some issues when I tried to run my own, so because some of the, yeah, that's one of the problems. But this person actually came up with ways to, and the other thing is, this person basically, although they managed to get it working, it took a long time, because obviously it was running on the CPU with the RAM, so that was much slower than using the GPU. So I'm gonna wait until there's some things which people are working on. So I'd rather wait because I'm not waiting. That person was waiting like 100 minutes for a video. I'm thinking, wait a minute, it's a distilled model. It's supposed to be fast. 100 minutes is slow, man. I'm like, just because I mean, I would like to put up a video, but I'm saying I'm not gonna rush out and wait 100 minutes for a distilled model. That's crazy. So I'll wait until things work out. And I said, obviously, I have to do some tweaks. And the good thing for me is, because Microsoft is coming up with the ONX runtime, they claim by the end of this month. So that's actually going to be, that would probably speed up some things, especially if I do image to video. All right, and what else is there? So the VAE obviously goes in here. As you can see, I have the 2.1 VAEs, the self sensors, and those ones don't take up, see, there's very little, it's like a quarter of a gig. All right, and I believe this one, this one is for the Z-Image. You see, it's not that bad as well, the Z-Image-Turbo. And I believe that's it. Oh yeah, this is the one for the VAE approximate. And you see I downloaded the 2.1. When I was actually looking for 2.1, I realized they already had 2.2, so that's why I got the 2.2 version here. All right, and so I think that's all I need to show you here on the command line. So let's actually go and get started here. So as usual, as you guys know, I have this GPU doesn't have a cooling apparatus, so I have to use a fan shroud and a 40mm fan, so I need to start that up. So I'll do that right now. I have to become a root user. No, so that cooler control, there we go. I'll show you what this looks like later. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. So I actually, you know what? I'm going to tear off one of these tabs and I'll put it here. Okay. So then we'll go to. So this is for the cooler. Where are we here? We go to. This is the GPU here, the dedicated GPU. This is the integrated GPU. And I'm more interested in System Fan 2. There we go. And I'll just watch the temperature here and I manually control it. Now I do have a personal script that can do this as well, but as I said, I found out the hard way that the temperature just jumps up so quickly, my script will not be able to keep up, so I prefer to just manually control it because it's loud. So I prefer to control it, and when I'm done I just switch it off. So I'm saying I prefer doing this instead of letting the some so-called automation work instead. So I'm okay with this. All right, so the other thing we need to do is we go here and so I go cd comfy, oops, wrong place. Oh, I'm already in the folder. So if I type pwd, I'm already in the ComfyUI folder. Oh, sorry, I forgot one more thing to tell you. So I did install some where are they here? Some custom nodes. I installed them manually. You see, I installed all these custom nodes. I already have the LX. Oh, you run your GPU at 70%. Wow. Yeah, there's that command I gave earlier, the is it REMI? Yeah, REMI. You can actually increase your power if you need to. I tried to use that to set this low. It would not. I guess the default for this one is hard coded to be 225. So I just leave it. I'm okay with that. Where was I here? Yeah. So you see, these are all the custom nodes. Obviously, you have GGUF, the ComfyUI video helpers, the TAESD, the tooling nodes, the ComfyUI LX video. This came out handy. I actually installed this before they released LTX2, and then ComfyUI layer style. This is actually a good one. This will you'll be able to, especially if you don't have enough RAM, you can simply redo that. And then the KJ nodes. This is KJ, and iPad adapter plus. I don't think I need this one. I think this was for the Creator one, so I'll probably remove that soon. And Inpaint nodes. I think it's also for Creator. I'll remove this too. And then ComfyUI GGUF. And then this control net auxiliary. This is actually for the pauses and stuff. This is actually a pretty good one. This one I had trouble installing because I have Python 3.14, but when I installed the yeah, when I installed the system packages, I had no problems with this. And if you notice one thing missing here, you don't see the ComfyUI manager, right? That's because there's two reasons for that. The ComfyUI manager, it does something which I find really irritating. That is that anytime you install something new or you have to do a reload or something, it then it's like it's starting up again and it takes a while. So that really irritates me so much. So that's why I haven't installed yet. Now they claim that eventually ComfyUI manager will be part of the ComfyUI package itself. So hopefully they will resolve that issue, which is really I find really annoying. And the other thing is it was installing NVIDIA drivers. So I think I can install it now. It won't do that because I have the ROCm and all these packages. They recognize that I have an AMD. I don't have NVIDIA. Yeah. So I'm okay. So the other I would also, now some of you might be saying, if you install this manually, how are you going to update them? Well, I have a command to do that. I have a command to git update everything here, and I can, you know what, I'll probably run that command in a few seconds to show you how I'm trying not having it my setup so it takes 1 minute every time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's why I said that's why I don't have it here now. So I'll show you how. You can see here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So as you can see, there's 11 custom nodes. So the question is, how do you update all these nodes? I'll show you without ComfyUI manager. So you can easily go here and do a git pull, and do that. But hey, remember, I'm a programmer, so you can always find tricks to that. So as you can see, I'm in here, and I'll show you how to do it as well. So let me grab my command, the update command. Where did I put it here? I need to find just a second. I'll show you. Where are we here? ComfyUI. I know I put it somewhere. Let's see. ComfyUI. Is this it? No, that's not it. Manual update. Yes, okay, so I do have my so I'll show you how to update all of them. So it's basically, I don't know if I can show this to you. Yeah, and you know what, I'm just gonna type it in here. So basically I'm gonna go to CD custom nodes. Basically I'm right here right now. I should actually make a script here and just do it. So I'm gonna show you. I have a one-liner that does this for me. It's a one-liner, so I'll just paste it and I'll show it to you. Just one line, single liner. So let me zoom in a little bit here so you guys can read. So you see, I use a for loop. It grabs everything from obviously the custom nodes, and it will CD in each of these folders, and then it will update them by basically to do a git pull. That's what it's gonna do. So I'm gonna run it, so you can see there's already updates. You see, for example, this one, the ComfyUI Kajai. So I already, believe it or not, I already have all these updates because I said I was testing the LX2 video. So, but now I have the official. You see, I've updated them very easily by a simple one-liner. And then what other one was also the layer style was also updated, and the others already up to date. And what's this one? The video helper ComfyUI, that one was updated, and this anonymous ComfyUI, I guess that did its own update. So there we go. So the LX, I recognize this one as well. So those ones are all updated as well. Now I just need to get out of here. If I type pwd, it should be like 10 seconds. Startup should be. If I delete the git folder, it won't update, right? Change some files. Oh, are you talking about the? Yes, if you delete the .git folder, then then it will obviously nothing will update. That's correct. That's absolutely correct. You can just download the stuff yourself and just instead of doing the git thing, especially if you get rid of ComfyUI manager. So or you can do what I'm doing. I don't use ComfyUI manager, and I only update whenever I feel like it. So it's not like auto update. That's another reason. Thanks for reminding me. That's another reason I also dislike ComfyUI Manager. It's always updating, even when you don't want it to. So now that I'm here, I'm in the ComfyUI Manager, and so I'll do a git pull. So because I'll see if there's any updates. I'm already up to date because I think I ran this just yesterday. I needed a thumbnail for an article I was writing, so it looks, maybe even today. I can't remember. I might have updated earlier today. So you see your git pull, it's already up to date. Then you just type. I need the environment. So with source .vnv. You guys probably thought I was going to type ROCm, right? So yeah, I got rid of that one. So activate. Now I've activated, and I just type pip install space -r, then the requirements. Okay, now I want to show these guys to you just to prove that. Remember I told you I'm using the system packages. I'll prove that to you. So let's just scroll up here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see what's going on here. You see, for example, this one right here, the Ceph tensors, right? You see, it's a requirement already satisfied because it's using /user/lib64/python 3.14 site packages. You see, it's using the site packages from that one. So other stuff like, for example, the touch audio, that's that one as well, and then touch vision, touch SDE. I showed you guys that. So all those packages are site packages, meaning that I installed them from the Fedora repository. That's why it's all 3.14. So when people tell you can't run 3.14, that's completely nonsense. You can see here you can run 3.14. And you see most of those packages were from 3. Some packages obviously don't exist in Fedora, so I'm okay with getting them installed from this one, so it take up very little space. So this one here, it's finished. I believe this is all ComfyUI stuff, of course. So it's all done. Now all I need to do is, now people will tell you, after you're done here, just type Python space main.py, right? That's perfectly fine for the majority of people. However, for my particular GPU, because it's an old GPU, I need to do something to squeeze as much performance. That's the reason why I got it. I want to squeeze as much performance as possible. So what I do is I have a special command I'm going to use. Give me a second. Where is it? Here. Yeah, here we go. So some people will tell you, oh, put stuff like cross attention and stuff like that. That probably works on newer GPUs, but on my GPUs old, I can't do it that way. So what I do is I found out that my GPU supports something called quad cross attention. So that's the one I do, and then I put force FP32. I could put force FP16, but I found this works extremely well. So I press enter. Then it's gonna load. Now it's not just loading obviously ComfyUI, it's also gonna load the custom nodes, and we'll just give it just a few, I don't know how long, a few seconds. Whew, feels so much better. It's kind of funny how the past, since winter started, it's actually been more sunny than the past previous 2 months. So I'm going to read some of this stuff to you. It's actually important. You see it picked up all my custom nodes here, and then now it's ready. So before I click this link or open it up, I want to show you what it's so you can see here VRAM is 32 gigs. The total RAM is 20. It says 28, but as I told you guys, it's not really true because of the right. I said 8 gigs is really 24. It's actually even less than that because I'm using OBS and I've got the web browser and all this stuff open. So you see here, proof is in the pudding. GFX 906. That's AMD Mi60. ROCm 6.4. Right? It's gonna force FP32. Now, obviously, don't do this. Depending on your GPU, you find out what it works. So what this means is that if I have some models, for example, like LTX the RTX 2, at time of release, they came up with an FP16. That's way too big. I think it's like 60 gigs, so that's crazy. They came with an FP8 version. I think that one's like 40 gigs. So that one is still too big for my. No, I think it's a little bit smaller. I apologize. It's a little bit smaller. I think it's like 20 or 30, but it's still too big because it's very close to there. And then they came with an FP4 version. Now, the FP8 and FP4 are practically useless for my GPU, because my GPU doesn't have those computes for it. However, for anything else like BF16 whatever, by forcing it to use FP32, it's going to see this. If this improves, please report. Of course it improves. I've already tested it. And then it's going to there's a normal VRAM, and you can see this is the thing that still confuses me to this day. It names the device CUDA 0, right? So I think this is because before AMD became serious about this kind of stuff, they, everything was basically NVIDIA, so CUDA. So that one still confuses me, because when I see CUDA, I'm like, why is it doing CUDA? So, but it's clearly, it's just a placeholder name for all types of GPU. In this case, it's AMD Radeon. That's perfect. And then you see the memory here, and then what it found. Okay, I don't know what that means. So stuff I want to tell you guys, this part here. Remember I was telling you about that onnx runtime? You see, it was not able to find any of this. Obviously, I don't have a CUDA one provider, not a DirectML, even OpenVINO. Actually, wait a minute. I think Fedora has OpenVINO, but I think OpenVINO is for Intel. I believe that's for Intel. So obviously, I don't have anything Intel here. ROCm, I don't have this one. And so these are both for AMD, and then there's CPU, and then there's a Core ML. I'm guessing this one is for Macs. And then it says here, user warning, DW pause, onnx runtime not found or doesn't come with a solution provider. Switch to OpenCV with CPU device. Dpause might run very slowly. So that tells me I should stay away from using the dpause. But I did test it. It was just a little bit slow, so I think it took maybe 30 seconds, so that's still fine. I mean, you can generate and save it, and then you can run that way. I said this problem should be resolved by the end of this month. See, everything else loaded up perfectly fine, and then we can simply go to this UI, and that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so where am I here now? So I'm going to open up yet another web browser. Okay, and this time I'm going to put it here. Let's see if that works. Why is this weird browser? There we go. Okay, so I think what I should do is I should take this guy and put it over here, and I'll put this one here. All right, so what am I looking for here? Oh no, I should actually put it. Oh, it doesn't matter now. So if I think it's 8, yep, 8, and we go here, then it's gonna open up the so it's gonna open up the WAN 2.1 imprint, the FP16 version. So if you guys are not quite so new here, you understand my obsession. You might understand my obsession with this. Let me see. Let me put it here, and I'll see if I can make this small. So okay, that should be fine. So okay, there we go. So if you're on what do you call it? Actually, I wonder if I can make this smaller. Okay, so I'll make this smaller because this doesn't be so big. Hopefully, yes. Okay, perfect. So obviously you see here I'm using the built-in the model. I said you can use a GGUF version, and you see this. Let me zoom in. I apologize about that. So here we go. You see this is the FP16 version. of the 2.1. This is the 1.3b, so it's a pretty small model. There's other versions, but we need the in-paint one, so that's one here. And then this one here, I used the FP16. Now there's also an FP18, but I chose the FP16 because I said FP8 will be very, very slow. And then for the VAE, you have no choice. You have to use the Wan 2.1 VAE. Okay, and then for the clip vision, if you don't understand what this means, this is the one, the name vision, that means that it's a model that I can actually see, right? So these models are getting more and more popular. For example, all the gamer models, you see they have vision, meaning that they can see and they can describe whether it's a video or an image. So that's why you need those vision ones. I'll zoom out here. And so basically for this in-paint, I'll explain to you, let me scroll up down here. So basically what I did was I used Z-Image-Turbo to generate, I wanted to tell a story. So the story is, it basically started way back in mid-October. So basically every time I go to the chicken hoop, the chickens, the 4 girls, they basically stand by the door and get in the way, right? And every single time, right? So I was trying to make a humorous story. I want to tell a story, and that's basically it. There's nothing special. So one of the problems I had with all this entire workflow, it doesn't matter what model, it doesn't matter what video model or image model, one problem I had was I did not want to use humans because I wanted to have exaggerated faces. The problem is the models are trained on humans or human looking characters, and that's not what I wanted. So what I found out about the Z-Image, especially Z-Image-Turbo, is you have to be very specific, otherwise it will not do what you want. You have to literally tell it exactly everything, and then because it doesn't have a negative prompt, so you have to put everything in the single prompt. That's one thing that I had to learn the hard way. But so basically, my smart idea was, instead of using a video model, this is obviously way before LX2 came out, my idea was to, because Z-Image-Turbo is very fast, was to generate the image using Z-Image-Turbo, basically a few images, and then use something like this one or another animation thing to basically smooth over. For example, this is the first image, this is the second image. So basically, this image, this is not the correct image, but I'll tell you the story. So this person is supposed to stand outside somewhere around here, and then that's the initial image, and then they move here because they see a lot of snow, and then that's the exaggerated look on their face, and then the chickens will still be inside, and then as soon as they go inside, they get a shovel, the chickens are all over them, right? So that's basically the story. So I wanted to test it out, so I picked this is the initial one, and then this is the second image. The person has a shovel. Okay, so basically I want to transition from here to here. Now if I just put these two images together, you know, there's kind of an abrupt, or there might be some what do you call it, there might be some glitches. So I wanted to smooth over the transition from this guy to this guy. That's it. So that's why I use this model, the Fun Inpaint. So then we go here. You can see here. This is actually the wrong prompt. I'll actually put the proper prompt. I don't know what in the world. What the? Okay, that's the wrong prompt. Okay, let me actually grab the correct prompt if I still have it somewhere. Chicken story, here we go. I don't even think it uses a prompt, but I'm going to put the actual prompt here. So basically, the person, this prompt is for actually, this is the prompt I was using for the Wan 2.25b. So basically, it says playful, exaggerated claymation, handcrafted stop animation style, like simplifies with extracted clay powder, starting 10 feet from the coop. Okay, blah blah blah, and basically I've already explained, so I'm not going to go through all of that. All right. Now, and the negative prompt usually I've already translated several times. This is, I think, kanji, Chinese. So it basically says, you know, don't have multiple hands or fingers, that kind of stuff. So yeah, so here we go. Then it's gonna go to the skip layer guidance. So I think all these are default. I never touched any of these, none of these, including this part here. I didn't touch any of this. I didn't touch any of this. This particular model, I think it's only 480, so 480 by 480 I'm perfectly fine with. Those models, I think they're 512 by 512 or 768 by 768. I didn't touch any of these settings. I think I might have fooled around with these settings, but I think it might be the default. So we'll leave that. I think I also dropped this down. I think by default is 24. I sent to 16. And then we see the output here. So let's actually run this and see what happens. Now before we run, as I said, we are, I think it takes 4 to 5 minutes, which is pretty good, because before, when I was using the FP8, before I knew what I was, I knew the limitations of my GPU. It would take a super long time. So let's set this up. And so I'm going to put this at 35 and I'll monitor it, how it goes. 35, I'm going to start this up and I'm going to hit run here. And we can monitor this on the command line. Where is that command line? Here we go. So we can go to the command line here and it will say something like loaded. It says here, right here, it says got prompt. Then it says using split attention in VAE. So this is another way if you don't have enough RAM. If you use the split attention, that's I think this is by default. ComfyUI has some built-in what do you call it? They have some built-in optimizations. But one of the bad things that they do is they offload to the CPU. So be careful with this one. So there's another option I could have done, which means higher VRAM. I don't want to do that one because it's so strict that if it needs more go to the CPU or offload to the what do I keep on saying, cache? Not cache, it's the swap. So as you can see here, we can take a you see here, it's ready offload device is CPU. So I said this is the thing I don't like. So this is the part where it's probably going to take a little while, but I think all of this should be able to be loaded onto the GPU. So hopefully it loads up in the GPU. No, it doesn't. So I can really tell. You see the GPU. So the GPU temperature is actually lower. So that's actually hopefully this part doesn't take too long. So unfortunately, it looks like it's using the CPU, which is that's regrettable. I believe everything here should fit in the GPU. For example, this is 1 gig. And this is 10 gig, that's only 11 gig. That should all fit inside the GPU without a problem. I don't know why it's offloading to the CPU. Maybe because it thinks only people who are going to run this model are not going to have a GPU or something. I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, so we can see it's using the CPU because the temperature of the CPU just went up here. So I'll let it go because some of you don't have the you don't have powerful GPUs, or you don't have most of you know, the irony is most of you probably have more RAM on your laptops than I do on my workstation, which is yeah, one of those things. So I'll let it go. If it takes too long, if I don't see it going to the next step, I'll probably stop it and maybe I'll restart this using the high VRAM. Alright, so actually, you know what, I'm going to time this. Let me bring up the clock and I'll see what's going on. I'll start the stopwatch and see how long that takes. So we'll time it, how long it takes. I'm not happy. Oh, it's finished. Okay, fine. Okay, this one I'm hoping it loaded completely. So I'm hoping all of this is in the VRAM, not on the CPU. And okay, so the CPU temperatures are going down. So I'm hoping the VRAM. It's using VRAM, not CPU here. So let's see. Yep, it's going up. Is it? It is going up, but okay, it's going up. Yeah, so there we go. So that's good. So I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So yeah, I want to see this guy go up. This one should be going down. I want to see this guy up and stay up. It's going not so fast. Okay. Usually it ramps up much faster. I don't want to see this guy go up. I'd rather this guy go up. That's what I got the card for. Okay, so it's at 65. It'll probably go up to 85. I might actually have to increase this more, but we'll see. Oh, so there we go. It says 27, and so that's definitely the GPU. I'm hoping it still says on the GPU. Yeah, see, that's enough because the GPU is 32, so everything should be able to stay on the GPU. What? Is this going down? Is this going down? Oh, is it finished? What is going on here? Alright, so while that's running, I will read some more from point. Said earlier requires too much RAM. Oh, that LX2, that's correct. Power limit. I run my GPU at 70%. Repaste. Ah, okay, got you. I didn't understand what you meant by repaste. I thought you meant copy paste. Okay, I got that. There's some useful nodes in it, or anyways, so best to keep. Yeah, that's true. I'll try not to having it. My setup for it takes a minute every time. Oh, the ComfyUI manager. Okay, should be like 10 seconds. Oh, that's nice. If I delete the Git folder, it won't update, right? That's correct. Yes. I changed some of my files in the custom notes. Yeah, I did that as well because I said I was testing the LX2 model. So I'll probably be in a position to test the LX2 model probably later again, maybe this week or definitely next week. But I'm saying I'm not in a rush because it's still very intensive in terms of obviously GPU, and I don't have the RAM, so I'll probably wait for some of the smaller models to come out. I know people have already released GGUF models and all that, but usually they kind of rush them out. So I said it's better to wait until things get stable, and it's same with the Z-Turbo model, right? I mean, I waited until they ironed out. There were no bugs, but I'm saying is that the more optimized version as well. So there's no need to rush. If you notice, the first models that come out, some of them they're compressed and everything, which is fine. But I'm saying is that the later models, if you wait about a month, 2 months, whatever, they get smaller and there's more. There are more options. So I'm saying just wait. Since you're not using manager, what happens if a requirement text is updated? You won't know unless you read it in the log. No, if you delete. No, didn't you see the command I ran? So I ran the command to update everything. But I'm saying is that if I still need to go manually into the each of those folders to update. And I just got the files, but that was just to show you guys. But I'm saying is that I don't need to run that command. This was just a tutorial to show how I can update them. We don't have to run even ComfyUI. You don't have to update ComfyUI, right? I was just showing you guys how to update it and run the how to perform an update. But you don't need to do that. So this one uses mi open. So this it will run as you can see what's going on here. So it will find the fastest way to complete the task. So there you go. So it finished in 440. What is that? Is that 6 minutes? 460 divided by 60. Oh, that's 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. So it took about just under 8 minutes to finish. So I'm gonna drop this down. The temperature is going because I don't like to yell. We'll go take a look. Although this is 5 minutes, obviously not because I started this later. I was a little bit impatient. It's actually usually it's a little bit faster than this. I usually get about 360 something. I said normally when I have OBS running, it's a little bit slower, but you can see how long it took. It says right here, so that's accurate compared to this. You remember I started the clock a little bit later, but so if we go back here, so I created the video. It's a 3-second video because it's 16 frames per second. So let me zoom out a little bit, and then we can probably play this. Okay, there we go. So let's play this. So we're gonna see the how it put those two images together. Let's go check it out. You know, the funny thing though is that it did a very good job of actually the person actually holding it, so that it did a pretty good job. The funny thing is the way the shovel is like bouncing up and down in the back there. So that's actually weird. Let me watch that again. Oh, that's actually not bad. I might actually keep that one. That is pretty funny. And then the snow just the snow just appears all of a sudden from nowhere. This is actually probably one of the best ones. Okay, so that's another reason why it's another reason why what do you call it? Another reason why I wanted to do this, just to because this is actually pretty smooth. There's some hilarious results. I should actually show you guys those as well when I was testing. I don't know if I deleted them, or I might have wiped them out. I don't know if I still have some of those videos from earlier. They were hilarious. I'll see if I have them. So this one is not using a LoRa. I don't think, this one is not using a LoRa. This one is just a Fun Inpaint. Basically, it takes two images and tries to it took this image, and then it's supposed to transition from this image to this image. So basically, this person is supposed to go into the hoop coop and clean up. So obviously you need a shovel. So the second image, the person has a shovel. So basically it's supposed to transition from here to here. So the funny thing about that is, as you see in the video, instead of maybe making the person actually turn around or something, the shovel is like drawn by itself in the back, and then it somehow magically or at least the person turns to pick it up. So that's something as well. So if we play it again, we play it again. So you see the shovel appears in the back, and then the person goes and grabs it. So that's one of the problems with the Wan models, at least for 1.1 and 2.2, is that they're kind of jumpy. If you don't know what that means, is that they're kind of jumpy. So you can see you can see it's like the shovel is pushing against up here. So that's one of the problems with the Wan models. Funny enough, it's actually even worse in 5.2. The 5.2. No, what am I saying? 2.2 5B. It's actually worse. So I like this one. It's a small model. It's a fun little thing. So let me see if I have I'll show you guys if I still have I don't know if I deleted them. I'll see if it has the other outputs I had. Output, video. Oh yeah, I have a whole bunch of them here. I don't know if I've shown you guys this, but some of these are pretty hilarious. Yeah, no, I was just testing because I wanted to get it as fast as possible. So this was basically the fastest I was getting it. And I said I'm going to obviously improve the quality of the images. This was just a test. I wanted to first of all get the workflow as fast as possible. Then I can continue. But as I said with LX, when the LX2 came out, this workflow might actually be a dead end because I can probably just put a prompt in the LX2 model and it'll probably because the LX2, another good thing about it is that you can actually have longer videos as well. You don't have, because what it does, it creates a very small video and then it upscales it. So that could be another bonus for the future. So here are some of the videos. The good thing is this is going to play in the middle. So let me I'll show you this. I tested a whole bunch of stuff. So now everything is safe for work. Don't worry if you know some weird stuff shows up here. So let me actually get this out of here. So I'll play the first one. Okay, so there's that one, and I'll play the second one. The person came, all of a sudden the person came up with two hands. Yeah, as I said, there's a whole weird. I was testing samplers, I was testing schedulers just to get as fast as possible. You see that bouncy effect? That's a known issue with the 2.1 and 2.2. Yeah, you see, there's a little bouncy thing there as well. I tried literally all combinations of. Schedulers and samplers. I was more interested in the speed. Yeah, you see that little bouncy effect. That's actually fine for this, because this is what I said. There's another reason I'm okay with. Yeah, I'm okay with. I'm okay with this. Now, some models were super fast, but obviously you can see some. Yeah, it didn't look too good. And I think, yeah, you guys get the point, right? So you see the bouncy type effect. And I'm pretty sure if I now some of you might say, hey, why don't you? I think you understand what I said. You set up properly can do those videos in 2 minutes instead of 6. Oh yeah. I know. I'm saying that I haven't touched ComfyUI in a very long time, sorry. Let me read what you're saying. What, Laura? That's why it's taking 5 minutes. You probably can cut that in half. Okay, I got you. Yes, I can generate a Laura as well. All I can use. I generated enough images of this character that I can probably get the character into a Laura. Yes, you're right about that. Yes, absolutely. There might even be a faster way to generate this by not even using ComfyUI. I've actually tested the stable-diffusion, and I was able to generate videos in about just under 3 minutes, and so that is text to video using this model, the 2.1 1.3b. So that could be another option as well. So yeah, but I like the ComfyUI because you can see, and there's a lot of people have come up with a lot of smart things. But anyways, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff here which I tested. I was just interested in the speed, so I got it the way I wanted, and I will be. I said, I'll probably look. But I said I'll probably try out the LX 2. LTX 2. I think it's LXVV2 as well. But I said I don't want it to distract me from my what I want to get this done. So I'll still pursue this, and as I said, as you saw, that's why I also have all those nodes as well. So I will add those nodes as well to make this faster. So this is the Fun Inpaint, and oh, this one here. I didn't show you guys this one. Let me see what this one did. Yeah, so some of the stuff came out really weird. Some of them were even so like I said, some of them came out really weird. That's all the different ones. Oh, this I think a more human look. Yeah, so that's also more human like. That is clearly not claymation, but yeah, there we go. So I said I tried a whole bunch of different stuff there. Alright, so I also promised you guys that I also do the turbo, image turbo. So you see image turbo here, I'm using the quantized models. Let me zoom in here. You see I'm using the unit loader. This is the one you use to, and you see you can do, right now when you have the, I also have the KM model there as well, but here we go. And then the instruct one, I think this one is also, this one is also a Q8. And then I'm using, you see I'm using the VAE as well, the FP32, FP16. And then let me go here and I'll show you. I have I haven't actually worked on this in a while as well. I don't know if this actually works well. Yeah. So so what I did was when I was having problems with the ComfyUI manager and I wasn't able to, because I was trying to install the NVIDIA stuff. So one thing I did is I found another way where I wasn't able to install one of those nodes which does a switch for me. So then I realized I can use the latent batch. And you can see basically put the samples in here, and then you can use latent from batch. Then I can switch which one I want. I can go to 0 or 1. So obviously 1 will mean if I put 1 here, it will grab this image here. But if I don't want to use this image, I can simply just set it to 0, and it will use obviously just this size. And then this is just the default. Everything else is the default. Of course, I changed. I think the default is set to 8 or 9 steps. So you see here, I changed it to 3 steps. And the this one stays the same, and then I use the ancestral and see this. The scheduler here doesn't matter because it's a distilled model. So you can see here because it's a distilled model, there's no there's no negative prompt, and this I think is all the default. So I'm gonna put a prompt here. You see I put a clean image of a mirror cube. So let's run this as well. I probably don't even need to switch on the I don't need to ramp up the fan here, and you will see. So I'll just run this. It's slow the first time, but the second time it'll be much faster. Oops, too many values to unpack. How did I resolve this? This is the wrong one. That's weird. Oh, this is I literally just ran this. Oh, I must have changed something and I forgot to hit save. So let me try the smaller one. Let's try the Q4. Try the Q4 one. I think it's this one. Is it going to give me the same problem as well? Okay, that one, I don't know if it will. Let's see. Okay, so let me change this. I don't know what like I said, I haven't tested it. I really run this. Oh, what was it? This should be 4. Oh, wrong one. Okay, looks like I messed something up with the updates. So there, I guess you're right. That's a problem with updates as well. So I'll fix it later. I do not know. I don't know what I messed up here, but let's see if this one works. Too many values to unpack. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I messed up here. It must have been an update I messed up. So yeah, I probably I messed up somewhere. What is the edge one? Oh, this one uses the edge. Does this use the default stuff? I don't know what I was trying to do here. Does this one work? Okay, let's see. I think this one does work. This worked before. Let me see if this one will work. Just watch the temperature here. It'll be embarrassing if I can't use the I can't use the Z-Turbo image for anything. I think I suspect I know what's going on, so I'll probably fix that. Oh, that's taking forever. Something going on? Let's see what the command line says. Prompt executed in. Oh, it finished. Failed to validate. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. So most likely, when an update messed things up. So, all right, I'll resolve this later. I think I know how to resolve this. I probably have to go manually and yeah. Okay, let's do that. So I'll see if I'll try to go and resolve that. So I think I know exactly what the problem is here. Let me see first of all where I am. Okay, so I need to go to all those. So Comfy UI nodes, I think it is. No, it's custom nodes. Sorry, custom nodes. Right. Okay, so point says fusion. Okay, so I'll copy that. Thanks for that. No, there are no LoRa's made to use 4 steps. Isn't there something? Oh no, I'm thinking about fast one. Fast one is there for. No, it's so I can use less steps because I'm doing claymation. I'm not doing humans. Like if you're doing a human, you what do you call it? You know, you want the expression, you want the hairs, you want the realism. In my particular case, I don't care about any of those things. So you see, I'm trying to get claymation. So you see, for example, like this one here, I was not happy with that one because that one is more human-like. I don't care. I said I'm going for a claymation look. So I can go for less steps. I'm okay with that. Meaning that if there's a little artifact here and there, it means absolutely nothing. At least for me, for now, I'm not going for the human one. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't need most. I said one of my pet peeves is a lot of these models, they are trained on humans, so they are obsessed with getting the human features. I said I at this time that's not my. I'm not interested in that at this time. I might be in the future if I'm doing something else, but for what I want, I'm not interested in that for now. It's also smart for me because I found out that a lot of this, especially the ones, I'm not bashing China, by the way. I'm just saying that a lot of models, including the ones from the States, is that they might have not gotten proper permissions from some of the models, right? So yeah, so by staying away from human or human-looking ones, at least in the future, nobody will come up to me saying, "Hey, use my likeness" or something. So that's yes, we have to be careful because there's actually no law right now for that, but you never know. Yeah, you never know. So where was I here? Custom nodes. Let me see how many I have. Less. Oh, you know what? I think there might be a history. I can just go check the history. Oh, where did I install it? Was it here? Was it here? Oh no, it was here. So I can just look at the history, see which one were actually updated. So let's see here. This one was okay. So this one was updated. So let's check that one out. I think it's resource. .env bin activate, and we go to ComfyUI, and I'll just type pip install requirements. Okay, pip still does not currently take into account this package that installed, so let's behave. Okay, whatever, I don't care. Okay, which other one? Okay, so we did that one, and then in-paint nodes. Do I actually need in-paint nodes? I think I can get rid of this one. In-paint nodes, but in-paint nodes was fine, already up to there, ComfyUI KJ. Okay, KJ1 was updated. Am I the right one? Okay, custom CD KJ nodes. Okay, and what other one did I do? I think layer style, and layer style is the last one. No, I'm wrong about that one. Layer style. Okay, so let's go to style. Oh, custom, sorry. There's custom layer style. There we go. Okay, and then layer style is done. Video suite. Video suite. Okay. CD. Video suite. I hear you, man. I hear you. You can. I mean, isn't there like some? You can use something that's pre-built. Like from what I saw, isn't there like 3 ways you can install ComfyUI on Windows? There's a desktop package. There's obviously a web package like this if you do it manually and stuff. Yeah. So. Okay, video suite is done. What else do I have to do here? Video suite, I hope that's the last one. Oh, there's also Comfy. Which one is this one? Video suite. Suite helper. Oh, this is ComfyUI. No, wait. What? Okay, this is this one here. Oh, GGUF. Yeah, I was confusing me. So that's GGUF. So you see GGUF and then oops. Oh, install. Oh, this one doesn't have okay, that one doesn't have. Okay, so then I can just deactivate. Okay, so go here, and then I'll just stop this. And see if there's an update. Do a git pull. Already up to date, and now let's. Don't think I need to install everything because everything is pre-installed. So all I need to do is run this again. So that was simply press up key. There we go. Will you need to know? And you tried training 3 samples failed. I haven't used the model since, but it's good. I'll wait for its base model. Which model are you talking about? Are you talking about the which? Yeah, what model are you talking? You're not talking about LXT. We'll need even less point to use LoRa. Thank me later. I know I should switch to Linux, but damn, the terminal sucks there. No, there's different terminals. Don't worry. Like I just use this one because it's just convenience. But there really is some really good term. Actually, I heard really good things about the one that Microsoft made for Windows. It's a pretty good terminal. Some people have said good things about it. You don't have to use the terminal. I said I could have done all this, using a GUI, especially with the ComfyUI manager. But I'm saying is that I like to know what's going on. For example, things like this. So yeah, I would say you don't have to. You could simply, I just like to know what's going on. That's why. Obviously, I used to be just like you. I was like, "You terminal nerds, yuck." All right, so let's see if this guy will work this time. I believe I just hit refresh, reload. I don't want to do this one. Let's see if this time it's gonna work. Right, so let's see if it actually works. Nope, too many values to unpack. So this must be a bug in the clip. It says a clip loader. Alright, I'm gonna replace the clip loader then. I'm gonna use the default clip loader. Oh, there's different clip loaders. Let me see if I can pick another one. Clip. Load. Okay, so there's this one here. We want to use what was on Quen. I think this one. I'll use this one. Quen one, and we're gonna use Llama 2. So I'm gonna replace that one with this one. Just get it out of the way. The first one is going to be a little bit slow, but everything should be fine. And this is another reason why I'm really gung-ho on stable-diffusion. .cpp. So because I don't mind doing this, but this is like really obviously a lot of people spend time with ComfyUI, which is fine, but obviously because I want a C++, a command line. I mean, there's a GUIs for it now too. Yeah, so you see it's using the CPU here instead of using the GPU. That's a shame. I'll work on this workflow and resolve it, because I clearly don't want it to be running on the CPU. It should be running just strictly on GPU. If I put high VRAM, it will run only on the GPU. And this is a small enough model; everything fits in the GPU. Because I don't understand why it clearly knows there's enough VRAM. Why does it even bother with the CPU? I have no idea. I guess the reason for that, its reasoning is that if it keeps it in RAM, then it will be faster. Well, that's true. That is true. But if you just load it straight here, this will actually be much faster. I'm okay with loading it every single time, because I see you guys saw my workflow. I'm going to generate a bunch of images, and then I'll go to the Wan 2.1. So that is taking, wow, is it all? Oh, okay, finally it's in the K sampler. So is he actually going to use a little bit of the GPU? Or CPU? You know what, I'll let it run over the CPU, and I'll tell you why I want to let it run on CPU. That is for people who don't have, obviously, GPUs. And you can still use it. Of course, it's going to take a while. I'll let it run. You know what? I'll let it run, and then I'll run this again when I put high VRAM, and you guys will see the difference in speed at least. That is slow. Wow. I'm curious to see. Oh, I think it's finally using the GPU. Okay, finally using the GPU. Barely. 60 is fine. Once it gets in the 70s, okay, so it's done. So it's done here, and woo, I don't see anything there. Okay, it produced absolutely nothing. Maybe, okay, so maybe this was a little bit too aggressive. You will bump this up. I think I need to bump it up to 5, maybe. Actually, this was too slow. Let me actually see what went on in the command line first. So I call, ooh, that is way too slow. So it is 3 steps, a little bit too aggressive. And you see here where it says, I want to see what went on here. looks like it used the GPU. Barely used the GPU. Okay, so this was a little bit too aggressive, but this is way too slow. This here, seconds per irritation, that's way too slow. I've never seen that high before for this model. Usually it's in the 2s and 1s. I wonder if OBS actually messes things up. That is so weird. All right, so let's run that again. I'll set this to, I'll set it to 6. Should be okay. And I'll set this. Oh, okay. Here's the problem. This should actually be 1. That should be 1. That's why it got messed up. You know what? I'm gonna leave this at 3. I forgot. This should actually be 1. That's why. Yeah, that is way too slow here. Oh, I forgot. I wasn't paying attention to the GPU there. But it's done. You see, it's fast. So 3 steps. And yeah, so I'll tell you why I was fooling around with this value here and why that was a problem. So this denoiser is if you're grabbing something from an image, if you leave this at 1, it's basically going to ignore your input image, your initial image. So when you let me explain what I mean. I'll put it right here, right here. So if you have a prompt, if you wanted to use more of the prompt, you have to be closer to 1 or above 1. So anything above 1 means that it's 100% going to ignore this image, and it's just going to use the prompt. So in this particular case, I'm not even using this image. I'm basically using the prompt. I forgot I should set this to 1 or something like that. I completely forgot about that. All right, so how long did that one take? Let's go to the command line and see. It should be a little bit faster. The second run took 15 seconds. That's still, yeah, that is way too slow there. I think OBS messes it up somehow. I do not know why. But yeah, well, for some of you that might be fine, but I said I can actually get this. Normally this should be around 4 or 5 seconds with ComfyUI. Obviously, when I run stable-diffusion, I can get it down to 2 seconds as well. But I like ComfyUI because you have more options than stable diffusion at this time of this recording. So let me read some more stuff. Use the I know I should switch. Okay, I've read that. I use the manual, but I'm saying you basically have to type in the whole folder to get into it. Super annoying to get that beep. No, I like the term. I'm just saying you're typing out the whole folder name. In Windows, I just type C and then hold the tab to correct the custom. Oh no! For this one, I have to type in 3 letters. Then I hit tab. I don't type. I just type 3 letters and I hit tab. It will autocomplete. I don't have to type the entire folder name. I just type 3 letters and then I hit tab and it will autocomplete. I love the notes. You can make it organic as possible. Everything on one page, so you don't need to scroll. Okay, sure. And image to video and text to video will mess it up. Yes, exactly. Yes. All right, so I think I got everything I wanted. I showed you guys how to use the Wan 2.1 Inpaint, and I showed you guys how to do the Z-Image-Turbo. All right, so that's basically it. I just want to do a fun little night stream, and how long has it been? An hour and a half. Okay, so that's fantastic. Fantastic. So that's basically it. I just wanted to do an update, and yeah, so just to show you what's going on. Yes, and I know LTX2 dropped, and I said, like, as you saw this with those updated what do you call the updated nodes, and there's clearly some bugs. As you can see here, I'm not even able to use some of the clear models which worked just earlier today or yesterday as well. So be careful when you do updates. And that's another reason, like a point was saying here, is that if you can control your updates, obviously with the way my setup is, I can control my updates. You can do obviously one-liners, and the good thing about Linux, I'm sure you can do the same thing with Windows. You can simply create scripts. I'll give you an example here. So for example, if I click on this guy here, if I right click on it, you see I have scripts. I can base decode, base encode, compare left, compare right, and obviously I can do, see, OBS, Blender markers. This is a custom, all these are custom scripts I created myself in the scripts folder. So you can do things like that. Now, for example, this one, I showed you my one-liner. I can probably create a script here and call it, update ComfyUI, or update the ComfyUI, what do you call them, the custom nodes. I can do all of that as well. But I'm saying is that I do that just to show you guys, because I like to see what's going on there as well. Yeah, so that's the reason I do that. Alright, so, and if we go back here, I think I'll leave this, looks pretty cool. Alright, and over here, and I'm surprised none of this GGF models worked, but alright, that's fine. I could have used this model too. Why didn't I use this model instead? It's right here. I don't know why I grabbed this one, but okay, whatever. The device. I want to show you this as well. So depending on the clip loader, sometimes you have it's a CPU. Obviously, default is for the GPU as well. So there we go. There she goes. All right, so let's wrap this up. I think I've wasted too much of your time. Thanks again for joining this night stream, and glad that I finally got the webcam working. Let me show you the webcam trick as well. I'll show you the webcam. What was going on here? So what happened was this is OBS. So hopefully you guys can see this as well. So the OBS, you see this one webcam. They changed things around. So if I click this webcam, I go to properties. You see this is a webcam. They changed this. This didn't exist before. So this thing is annoying. At least for me. Maybe you guys had this before me, but when I did an update, and so this is the new layout, at least on Linux. This is the if you go to plus here, it's the video capture device pipewire, the beta. And then the other weird thing is, you see I have all these scenes here. So another weird thing that happened is, while before each of these scenes I could use the same name and have this, I could use the same name. Now I'm not able to do that. I was able to do that in the old one. So basically what I did is, to fix this issue, I had to go to all these scenes and delete the name webcam, and then I had to create it and set it each of them, which is, so I think that's a bug, because I had to reset it in all of them as well. Before I just set it in one, it would work in all of them. So that's another bug, but there you go. So that's how I fixed that. I'm just glad the webcam is up and running. Now, obviously the webcam is not very good quality. I do have an old phone, and I was hoping to make a series about that one that also didn't do too well. But maybe I'll do that on my own and get that working as well. So I know there's something like DroidCam, but DroidCam I think is only low quality and it's proprietary as well. So I that's why I wanted to make my own. Now the first one, it was nah. So I think I'll work on my own. Maybe I'll just make it a video instead of making a live stream, or maybe I'll make a night stream. I'll show you guys how to do it. All right, so this is done. So let's finish this up. I already showed you guys. Actually, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else for me to. Do I have something to shrill? Let me see if I have something to shrill here. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I can talk about my. Do it actually even show up here? You know what? Let me. All right. Okay. Let me see if I can shrill something. So let's go here. I'm gonna minimize this. Okay. I'll find something to shrill to end this. What URLs are you using actually? This one here. I think there's gonna be some ads. Yeah, there's gonna be some ads. All right, so where are we here? Let me see what the ads look like. Oh, this is old. Oh, it picked it up. Okay, okay, this is fun. This is for old stuff. Okay, so let's finish this up. Stop laughing. All right. So I do have books on Amazon. Obviously, stuff like learning Python. There's PHP. There's JavaScript, and there's other books as well. If you want to learn about Python, you can pick up the books. I also have courses on onnxruntime-rocm. They have the learning Python course, for example. That's and then if you want to learn one-on-one, you can contact me on ojambo.com/contact or ojamboservices.com/contact for consultation services. And I also have some other recommended resources. I'm in a rural area, excuse me, and there's no internet here, and the cellular service is sporadic, so I use SpaceX Starlink residential service. This is my referral link. If you use my referral link, I'll get 1 month free, and you'll get a significant discount. I also use this for Wi-Fi calling. And then I have this. I'm finally able to show it again. It's the Honeywell HeatBud personal ceramic heater. This is a space heater. It's not meant to heat up the entire house or even an entire room. It's just meant to heat up your personal space. So for example, my personal space is just this right here, the desk, and it works fantastic. This little guy has helped me save hundreds of dollars on propane heating. The propane is what's used to heat up the entire place here. So what I do is I set the temperature to 14 degrees, you heard me right, 14 degrees Celsius. And then in this room here, this little guy is able to heat it up to about 21 degrees. So fantastic. So with this little guy on low, I pay probably an extra $3 to $4 extra per month. If I'd set it on high, I'd probably pay a little bit more, $5 to $6. So I'd rather pay $4 to $5 a month than paying, hundreds of dollars. Yeah, you heard me right, hundreds of dollars a month in propane costs. So yeah, this guy's been worth it. So this is my affiliate link. If you use my affiliate link, I will get a commission with no extra cost to you. I have this algorithmic serpent. If you guys are interested in psychological thrillers, I have a copy of the paperback copy here. It says by me, Eduardo Jambo, and it's about a scientist who creates an AI system and loses his mind, so he has to regain control of his mind and the AI system. So the back, you can pick it up. This is a novelette. You can pick it up on Amazon right now in paperback and ebook format. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can get it for free. And then my greatest one is a Recession Business Blueprint. This is a book, a guide to help you start a business during the recession. There's a lot of opportunities during a recession, and so if you need help finding the type of business, or you need help, maybe mentorship, or you need budgeting. If you don't know how to start, this Recession Business Blueprint is your guide for all that. And if you have any questions, you can always post them in. I do a live stream every day at 2 p.m. Eastern. You can either contact me there, or I'll show you how the best way is to contact me as well. So every article I write on jambo.com, there's a blog about me. I'm obviously a freelance programmer. I'm also an author now. They're fancy names: software engineer, web developer. They're all the same. And then you can explore my books on Amazon, the bookshop page here. If you need support, ojamboservices.com, also for consultation services. And if you're ready to learn, on ojamboshop.com for the online courses. As I said, the best way to contact me is, obviously the comment form is closed. It closed after 10 days. Best way to contact me is use the contact forms, ojambo.com/contact, ojamboservices.com/contact, and ojamboshop.com/contact. And if you want to follow me, the channels, Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, and YouTube. Right now I'm actually live streaming to all those platforms at the same time. Alright, and I also live stream every day at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to find out what's going on at 2 p.m. Eastern, you simply go to the menu, go to Watch Menu Live Summary. You can see this is what we're doing tomorrow. Blender, Python, Born Amateurs, and then we're doing other stuff later as well. In fact, I have another bonus for you. In 2 days' time, we're going to do this Qwen 2.5 coder on laptop, only using CPU. Which, check out the results, and then as usual, we will review. We're not going to judge the results on that day. The day after is when we're going to look at it and improve the results. And then after that, we have some fun little things going on here. I think I need to add. Oh yeah. I'm going to add something to do with AI, I'm guessing right here on the 16th. I'm working on that. That's going to be stable diffusion. I already gave the cut, I guess, the cut out of the bag there. And then there will be something here. What is the date? Is this one? Well, the day after that one, on the 19th. So I'll put that up probably tomorrow, so you guys will have extra stuff there. And so basically, what I'm saying is that ComfyUI is not the only way to generate images and video. There's also stable diffusion. That one is actually more. You can run it on a Vulkan, for example, and or just a CPU, and it's actually pretty fast. In fact, I'll show you how you can generate, as I said, the videos in about 2 to 3 minutes using stable diffusion. Now, obviously, I want to compare it to ComfyUI, so what I'm going to do is, by the way, I do have, let me show you, I think it's in my downloads folder. I'm going to show you my downloads folder here. I do have some JSON files. They should be here somewhere. Yeah, see, I do have some JSON files. You see, I do have some workflows which I did save here. I did export them. So yeah, this was for performance. So I'll compare. So as well as to stable diffusion. All right, so I also forgot, you should subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments. The more you subscribe, the more the algorithm sends it out to more viewers. Those viewers can post tips and tricks or the request, which I'll review, and then I'll share with everyone. All right, and then I guess I forgot to put the outro, but does it really matter? Okay, I guess I could leave you guys with the outro. All right, there we go. ComfyUI Fedora 43 guide. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. And I'm not sure if I'll do another night stream. I'll definitely do one when I do the AI one, the stable diffusion, maybe to do a comparison with the ComfyUI. But other than that, thanks again for joining the live chat. Speaking of live chat, I'm going to check the other live chats. Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey, and obviously YouTube. Point gave a lot of information there. Thanks again, Point, for joining the live chat and posting some tips and commentary as well. Thank you very much for that. And it yeah, so yeah, correct. He's saying image to video and text to video, it messes it up. Yeah, that's why I like to keep them separate. So that's what I'll do as well. All right, and obviously, if I get the LTX working as well, and especially when the if Microsoft does release the ONNX runtime early, then you guys will hear all about it as well. Okay, guys, thanks again, and